Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. How are you all doing? Well, you can see gameplay of Jurassic World Evolution 2, but I am not actually playing Jurassic World Evolution 2. Well, I mean, the footage on screen is me playing Jurassic World Evolution 2. Sandbox. However, this video is going to be my thoughts and opinions and my rating of Jurassic World Evolution 2. So in this video we'll go over the pros, the cons, and comparing it to the first game. And then at the end of it I'll give my total rating of the game. So let's start with some of the pros. What changed from the first game to the second? Well, dinosaur behavior has changed a lot. We get a lot more interactions between dinosaurs, like they'll either roar at each other and like do a little fight and then they walk off. Then there's more like animations, like with the Cryolophosaurus, how they kind of like bob their heads up and down, and you know, they sort of like follow each other and stuff. So overall dinosaur interaction is definitely a lot better than the first game. What is also better is that dinosaurs can't be placed in any enclosure you want. They require specific needs as compared to the first game. Now, some people might think of this as a negative. I think of it as a positive because, well, sure, I mean, Jurassic World Evolution, the first game, was literally just jungle, and you could either have trees, rocks, and water and feeders, and that's basically the best you could do for an enclosure. But now they have certain requirements that make the enclosure look like it's an actual enclosure, like that dinosaur could live in. So that's a pro in my opinion. And another pro is that, you know, this game has a lot more dinosaurs, and it obviously has more avian and marine reptiles, so that's obviously a big pro. And let's see, what other pros are there? I mean, the sandbox options, you know, we can just, you know, kind of use any building from either era that we want. And that's pretty fun because, like, you know, you can have a Jurassic World style entry point, and then you can have the Jurassic Park Visitor Center, which is probably on screen what I'm doing. Or if it's not, it will be. But so much you can do, and we get better decorations and stuff like that. Now, not on screen, but I'm pretty sure dinosaurs interacting with their environment has gotten a lot better too. Because when I noticed something about my Allosaurus panicking from being tranquilized, it like avoided all trees that were just placeable with a brush. So I mean, occasionally they will sometimes phase through. But I think that the AI knows that there are small boundaries against, like, in between trees, so the dinosaur can avoid it. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I don't even know if it's a real thing, but I'm just saying most of my dinosaur interactions with their environment has been them navigating through the forest without clipping. However, sometimes there is clipping. And yeah, I do apologize if this video is a little bit short, since I'm not making a 20-minute video on a review for the game. So at the moment, I'm pretty sure that's all the pros. No, I mean, the Chaos Theory modes, they're a big pro. They add a lot more replayability, because there's so many different ways you could play it. You could speedrun it, you could make it look nice, you can try to get everything up to 5-star. Well, that allows you to build a park anyway. And yes, so also building customization is a pretty big pro. You know, the best building customization we could do in the first game was change the inside stuff to like what we were selling, how many staff were assigned there. But now we can change the color, the looks, and everything. Now, I'm pretty sure that's all the pros. Now, moving on to the cons. Now, the cons, there are a few of them. However, that I might have a few more cons because I've been paying attention to those a little bit more. Just, you know, to see what was happening. So, in Sandbox, I don't think you can see it now because it might be a little bit too early on in the video. But, you have to get scientists in Sandbox to make your dinosaurs. So, in Sandbox, you will have to micromanage your staff, like, just to make dinosaurs for your Sandbox park. I think that's a little bit of a negative. But, you know, that can always be fixed. Let's see. The research stuff. I do like how you can't research just whatever you want. I like how there are pages in order to unlock things. But what I do find annoying is that some things take heavy amounts of, like, either welfare, logistics, or genetics in order to research. And if you don't have the right team for that, you're going to have to spend another few minutes working around with your scientist and firing and hiring new ones and training them and all that until you can finally get the perfect requirements to get your Brachiosaurus. So that is a bit of a negative. Also, this is about marine reptiles. Now, I haven't played with them a lot. The only time I've used a marine reptile is the Jurassic World Chaos Theory mode. But essentially, I think Frontier have been very clever with this. And it kind of is a loop. However, if something is placed in the enclosure, it won't do it. Because I noticed, like, when I wasn't, like, you know, recording, trying to get my Jurassic World Chaos Theory mode to 5-star, I was looking at the Mosasaurus waiting for money to go up, and I noticed how it kind of swam in the same place every time. Like, it would go from the feeder, eat the shark, then swim down, go in a little bit of a circle, and then continue to swim around the whole enclosure, the outside of the enclosure, and then just do it again. So yes, it does take longer, but it's still a loop. Pteranodons in the first game had a loop. They don't really, but they do kind of fly a little bit weird whenever they're changing direction. Now, obviously, you know, this isn't the biggest con in the world, but, you know, it's just something that's interesting. However, I don't really pay too much attention to those, but I know that some people have talked about this. Also, normal dinosaurs, yes, there's still clipping, so there's that as well. The skin customization, if you don't have, like, anything unlocked, it's very limiting. But when you start to get further into the research, you can get more stuff to customize your dinosaurs. And, yeah, so that's kind of everything I can think of. I know this is a little bit of a short video, but, you know, no one wants to watch a, like, 15-minute video of me ranting about what I like and what I don't like with the new game. But, so, compared to the first game, it is better, 100%. It's way better. I didn't ever do a review of the first game because it came out, like, before my channel was created, like, before I was uploading. So, like, when I started uploading videos on the first game, it was near, like, the time of the Claire Sanctuary DLC. I don't know, but I remember that was, like, the latest DLC. No, the Return to Jurassic Park one was when I started recording. That was the closest DLC. And I didn't do a review of the game, but at the moment, if I didn't know this game existed, I probably would have given it an 8.5, because, yes, there were lots of flaws. But it was pretty good too. But this game I am going to give a 9. Because, first of all, it looks beautiful, it looks amazing, customization is great, dinosaur behavior and social interactions are amazing, we have marine and more avian reptiles this time around, and, yeah, it's just really good. In Sandbox, you have so many options to build your parks with. Sure, if you care about your, like, dinosaur, like, herding together, they are gonna clip and stuff. And if you don't really want your Mosasaurus, like, swimming in a loop, there's nothing you can really do about that other than place more feeders, because those act as, like, sort of barriers for them. But even then, sometimes they'll still clip through it. But, so yeah, that is my review of Jurassic World Evolution 2. Now, would I recommend you to buy it? It depends, really. If you're looking for sort of a dinosaur game where you can build whatever you want, have any kind of dinosaur you want. And if you just like to be creative and also like dinosaurs, this is definitely the game for you. But if you're more on the side of not really much into park building, but love to see and play with dinosaurs, I would still recommend it. However, if you also don't like story, half of the game basically is story. You got campaign, you got chaos theory mode. So for people that like to be creative, like dinosaurs, like me, I like to be creative, and obviously I love dinosaurs. You know, it's definitely a must buy, but if you're not too much into story and you only really care about seeing new dinosaurs, I mean, this game has plenty to offer, but the game mostly revolves around the story. Most of it, anyway. If you want to go into sandbox right away, you can, but you'll have nothing unlocked. I guess that's another con, really. You need to, like, research everything in a certain mode. Like, I've gotten every dinosaur researched and hatched in every chaos theory mode. So the only dinosaurs I have left to unlock are only available or unlockable through challenge mode. So I'll probably do that on my own time, but if you just want to jump straight into sandbox, you might only have 1 or 2 species, if that. I highly recommend Jurassic World Evolution 2 if you like to be creative and you like dinosaurs. So that is gonna have to wrap up the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.